Week 6 is officially behind us. We like to wrap it with the best plays of the weekend. It's not the ones you maybe necessarily saw. It's a little bit inside the weeds, inside the film room, and it's called Cool Plays, Bro. And this is our guy. He's our official mascot. We love this dude because all the young kids are talking about these plays. Let's get to it. Let's start off. Chris, Derek Carr is having what might be an MVP season. He was as locked in as we've seen him in a game with a lot going against them this week. If you think about the week that they had, and Derek Carr just came out and played some of his best football. I want you to watch this, where Derek Carr throws this pass right here. Throws it, there's about a 2-step lead on the play. But look at the anticipation. This is what Derek Carr is doing right now, okay? Justin Simmons is an all-pro safety. He has no shame, no problem, no fear. I'm gonna put it right here, I'm gonna drop it in the bucket. And I want you to know that term. Drop it in the bucket. Because this is what Derek Carr did the entire game on Sunday. This is an even more impressive one. Look when Carr throws this ball. Just watch him here. Here's his running back. Look when he throws it. He throws it now to a spot, okay? Look where Drake is here. He's about 10 yards away. And look where Carr throws the ball. This is complete trust in his player. I'm gonna hit you in that point right there. It's an amazing thing to do. It takes a lot of fearlessness to say, I don't think he's there yet, but I'm gonna anticipate he will be there, and I'm gonna test both the safeties in the corner. Remember, this is the Denver defensive backfield. Surtain and Fuller and Simmons. This might be the best one yet though, okay? This is the situation. It's 31-17, it's the fourth quarter, and it's a huge play. And look at Carr. He's like, I'm throwing it here. I'm just gonna go for it. Watch Brian Edwards. And look where the ball ends up. All the way here. Carr is throwing the ball. He's leading his guys, and he's like, I trust them. I trust them to get it. Edwards breaks it. They would eventually score, and this is what put the game away. What he's doing right now is it reminds me of a different player. A player from when you were still at your all-time peak, Chris. Reminds me of how this guy used to throw the ball.
Anticipate, yes.
This is how they did it in '99 in the Mike Martz offense. Throw to a spot, and they will be there. It's not, hey, I'm waiting, I'm zooming in. This is what Warner did. This is a famous play right here against Tampa. Obviously, it's Ricky Prohl. He just throws it up there. He trusts that Ricky's going to get there, and Ricky does. Gets it over John Lynch, over Brian Kelly, finds a way. I don't think it is such crazy hyperbole to say the way that Derek Carr is throwing the ball is Kurt Warner-esque this season. Now, for Kurt, it ended with that. It ended with a Lombardi, it ended with a conference title, it ended with all that, and it ended with a Hall of Fame career. It's taken a while for Derek Carr, but the way he's throwing the ball and anticipating, I think it's as cool as it gets, and I don't think it's crazy to put him in that conversation with that '99 Rams team. All right, if that wasn't crazy enough, how about me saying Kirk Cousins is playing as well as anybody in the league right now?
Go on.
Kirk Cousins had a brilliant day in the Vikings' dramatic win over the Panthers, especially when it mattered most. This is all in overtime, all right? This is all overtime. Watch Kirk Cousins here as we see what he is about to do in OT. Look at what he's got ahead of him. There's not much there, right? But watch him roll, use his feet, says, I gotta get this ball in. Throws a dime to KJ Osborne across the middle against one of the better defenses in the league, Carolina.
Peter, if Josh Allen or Mahomes makes that throw, we do backflips and freak out. And Kirk Cousins is like, whatever.
We're like, yeah, but it's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Let's respect what Kirk Cousins did, because we also hear can't get it done when it matters. Stinks in the clutch, all this stuff. Kirk Cousins was awesome when it mattered on Sunday. Watch Osborne here. This is just, I'm gonna go for it. Look at these two defenders. He's bracketed. Look where Kirk throws the ball. It's amazing. It is perfect.
Game winner.
It leads him, and it's a game winner. Osborne throws the helmet. It's a beautiful pass. It's a beautiful catch. And watch KJ Osborne stays in, gets it in there in the end zone. That is impressive stuff from that young man right there. Kirk Cousins is playing some really good football. All right, let's go to the last one here. And I want to give some love to what I think, now that the Manning brothers have moved on, and I appreciate the Diggs and what they're doing, and I know there's a lot of brother combos with the Kelseys and what have you. The Watt brothers put on an absolute show on Sunday, and let's see what each one of them did to add to the conversation. Let's start chronologically through the day. It starts with J.J. Watt, who I mentioned yesterday was absolutely unblockable in this game. J.J. Watt made so many big plays in this win that are not going to be recognized months from now, but J.J. Watt was all over the field. This is a player that I think a lot of people thought's best days were behind him, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. was signed in Arizona, and a lot of guys rolled their eyes. I'm talking everywhere. I said, what are you really getting for J.J. Watt? That is a player on the back
Not
line.
New Jersey Cardinals J.J. Watt.
Precisely.
Right.
It wasn't just that one play. Watch what he does to the offensive lineman here. He just pushes him all the way back, and then gets up there and does what J.J. Watt does. Deflects the pass. It is what J.J. Watt is known for. He can always make an impact on that defensive line. He's as good as ever. He's as nimble as ever. He's healthy for the first time in years, and he's making an impact.
And
All right, but that's not who you think
Derek.
it is. That's his brother. But it's not T.J. Watt.
What do you got for Derek?
Derek Watt. Check number 44 in this game. Derek Watt was all over the field. Watch 44. Okay, I'm not my brothers. Who cares? I'm still in the NFL. I'm making a paycheck, and I'm going to make a difference here. This play, this guy's got this entire sideline. Look at the 4 people trying to block Derek Watt. He's got his man. He's taking him down. Special teams.
That's
I'm going to
awesome.
make an impact. All right, but that's not it. Look at him. Get him fired up. The emotional leader. Derek, how about one more? How about on a kickoff return?
You gonna run it back?
Watch Derek Watt here. I love this. I love that on our show we can show you kickoff coverage. He's the far man out here. There's no way he's got a blocker. There's no way he's gonna make the tackle. Oh wait, he's got a chance. There's a crease here.
Football.
Derek Watt trips him up.
That's right.
Derek Watt was making impacts throughout. He's fired up about it. He's the special teams leader. And then there's this guy, T.J. Watt, who right now is the best of the 3. I think even J.J. would tell you that. He was unbelievable in this Sunday night game. If you went to sleep early and you missed the performance that this player did late in the game, this was on 3rd down late in the game, knocks him out of any chance to get a field goal. Said, we're going to get the ball back. And they did. All right, and then the big one. Let's go to overtime. Let's go to overtime, the play of the game, maybe the play of the week. Maybe it saves the Steelers' season.
Go on.
How many people do you need to block him? How many people? You want 4? Okay, all right. Still pushing, making it happen. Okay, Gerald Everett's on him? No, don't worry. He's still gonna, okay, wait, I'm not done. Strips the ball. They recover. Field goal a few plays later. Steelers are alive 3-3 going into the bye week. Same record as the Kansas City Chiefs. Same record as the Cleveland Browns. Same record as so many teams that we do talk about all day long. The Steelers are right alive because of this man right here. The Watt brothers. We went from J.J. early in the afternoon to Derek early in the game and then to T.J. at the end. I am here for the Watt brothers. I know that we have many first families in the NFL. Don't forget those guys. They don't play offense, but they play special teams and defense. Your thoughts?
We need more Derek Watt highlights, Peter. We need a Watt watch. I know you like Cooper Manning. I know you like the 3rd Hemsworth brother. Derek Watt, we got to keep our eye on him. That was awesome.
That was really cool. I love the fact that the quarterbacks are throwing these guys open. Most of the time, the wide receivers aren't open, but the quarterbacks that are on target, the ball speaks to the receiver.
I'll be the first to say, J.J. Watt, I wasn't that excited about him going there. I was like, is this really necessary? Is it a steal? What does he have left in the tank? The sack numbers aren't there, but he's so disruptive. 9 quarterback hits coming off such a good game. Like, I'll be the first to say I wasn't expecting much, and he's blowing it out the water.
And he's going to play against his old team, the Houston Texans, this weekend. He might have something in store for them.
Okay.
Cool plays, bro. Get the jacket.
Plays, bro.
Starter. Thank you, Kid Cudi.
Cool segment, bro.